Class Act Sports brings you beyond the game, behind the scenes for this breast cancer awareness Skype segment with Kevin Haslam of the Jacksonville Jaguars. We'd like to thank XAM Sports for allowing this athlete to be interviewed, as well as the segment sponsored by Seton Farms.
This is Kevin Haslam, left tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Thanks for watching Class Act Sports in this breast cancer awareness segment.
Class Act Sports welcomes Jacksonville Jaguars offensive tackle Kevin Haslam. Kevin, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and, I know that unfortunately right now you're on the IR, but, you're supporting it, I'm sure, on the sidelines with the pink gear. And, what does that mean to you to support breast cancer awareness?
It gives me a chance to wear pink, first and foremost. But, it's obviously a big thing, and obviously, my mom has been battling through things such as that, breast cancer, before, and luckily she passed through it. And I think it's just important that we, are aware of it and make note of it, and I'm glad that the NFL does this, every month, where the pink gloves and the pink towels and the pink cleats and everything, so I think it's a pretty cool thing. I'm
so glad to hear the good news that your mom's working through that, and you talked about wearing pink. I see you got the bling, you got the Yankee fitted. You're an East Coast guy, you went to school at Rutgers. What was the transition like from Rutgers to the NFL?
Not as bad as you may think. I think Rutgers got me prepared very well for it. Just the fact of me at Rutgers, I was playing in multiple positions there. And then when you get to the NFL, pretty much every lineman has to do the exact same thing. So just coming from that background of already doing it was obviously a big helping point for me and everything.
I know you're sitting down, still look pretty big, but you're 6'5", 300 pounds. So, what are you looking to do to get to that next level and get back on the playing field and start at left tackle or right tackle for the Jags?
Get my knee better. Right now I'm about 10 weeks out from surgery, and I'm actually doing 2 workouts a day, conditioning, full workout load. I don't really restrict anything for the most part except sprinting, really. I just started doing drills again, so I'm just hoping for a speedy recovery so I can just get moving again.
Absolutely. Talk about Coach Del Rio. He seems like a fiery guy to play for. What have you learned from him thus far?
Coach Del Rio is a great coach. He's nice to all the players, and we all really respect him very much. And practices, I love the tempo. There's always a lot of intensity and a lot of. Sometimes a little long, but that's football. That's what it is. Same thing in college. Coach Shiano's practices were the same way. Similar types, just real passionate coaches, and I love playing for them.
As we're supporting Breast Cancer Awareness Month, this Skype segment, we appreciate it. We're raising money for one of the foundations. You have any of the pink gear that you want to show the fans out there?
I have pink cleats here. Actually, you're lucky I have these. Show the fans. I have pink cleats that I actually did have here. These are mine from last year. I actually gave them to a friend to hold on to. I don't want to throw them away or anything like that. Most guys throw away cleats, but you can't really get rid of the pink ones because of what they mean. So you obviously give them to somebody to hold on to. And it just so happens that where I'm at right now, the cleats are here.
All right, well, it's definitely a good look for the fans out there seeing you represent that. How come you haven't given that to your mom yet?
My mom has plenty of gear, trust me. Hats, shirts, she has enough.
Well, playing over at Rutgers for Coach Shiano, what's the biggest thing you learned from a great coach like that you were able to take with you to the league?
Honestly, how to take criticism. That was my main thing I took. Coach Shiano, he real straightforward guy. He lets you know what you're doing wrong, what you're doing well. The way he coached me throughout college, that's how I like to be coached now. Straightforward. He tells you how it is. He tells you how he wants you to play. If you don't like it, obviously you can try to play somewhere else. But you know what? It's his coaching style and his coaching method is very well respected. All the guys respond to it. And, somewhere now, I think it just, got me ready to handle the pressure that is the NFL. Now, a lot of guys can handle it very well, but I think I did all right.
Talk about the rise of Blaine Gabbert. The kid, he's a rookie, but he looks like he's playing a little bit beyond his years right now, not quite getting all the victories you'd like, but always has you guys competing. Touch on that.
Blaine, since day one, he was a hard worker, real great guy, real cool to be around with. He's funny in the huddle, too. A lot of jokes being said with Blaine. But, he seems like, he's real calm, collective out there. And obviously, he's only going to get better as time progresses, just let him do his thing.
Talk about him in the huddle. What are some of the things he's saying?
Honestly, I can't say specifically on camera.
Okay.
Just, it's a little more private stuff for football jokes. But I can't remember specific stuff that I can recall off the top of my head to let you know right now.
Well, what are some of the Jaguars' goals for the rest of the season? You guys are competing. The AFC South is pretty much wide open. Talk about that.
I mean, it's still early. Most people, we really aren't thinking of it as, losing games, winning games. It's still early. Guys just want to go out and play. This Sunday coming up. Monday. I'm sorry. It's a big game for us. But honestly, it's just to stay focused. You lose games, you win games. You kind of got to put it in the past and keep going. Because, we're only 6 games deep. There's still 10 games to be played. So, honestly, look forward to those. And then, obviously, the playoff situation will fall out where it may.
Now, you've been traveling with the team at all since you've been injured? Or you kind of sit back and just rehabbing?
I sit back, I rehab. I got to get my knee better. That's the main thing they told me to focus on, is getting my knee back to 100%. So, flying back with the team back and forth, obviously I would like to do that. But, just to get healthy is my #1 concern right now.
What are you looking forward to for next season? Getting back on the field, getting healthy, and protecting the franchise, so to speak, in Blaine Gabbert?
Camp is actually what I'm looking forward to, believe it or not. I had 2 weeks of camp this year. Camp's never fun, but, you kind of miss those little things. Like, after you get injured, you realize, wow, I wish I was playing again. So, I look forward to camp because that's obviously going to be the first thing I get to do when I get back. So, mini camp would be the first football activity, so that's what I'm looking forward to.
You had a very good preseason until you got hurt, but I look forward to watching you get healthy again and seeing you on the field next year, protecting the franchise in Blaine Gabbert.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys.
All right, man. We appreciate your support with this breast cancer awareness Skype segment, and thanks a lot from Class Act Sports. Best of luck.